Hello, dear traders. Analytical service in System.GURU.Markets. Thank you for helping us. Help forms can be found in the description of this video. Dear viewer, please give this video your like. Your thumbs up is essential for the development of the channel. Guru.Markets. We will compare the main indicators of the company Baijiayun Group Ltd, ticker RTC. This review is based on current data as of July 30th, 2024. According to classification Guru.Markets, company Baijiayun Group Ltd belongs to the subcategory Soft Business. 42 companies take part in the comparison, which is very representative. Let's start with summary information about the company. A little further, we will study each indicator in more detail. If you're interested, you can pause the video. You can take a closer look at each indicator of the organization under study. Access to the table with the ticker structure is free. Thank you for your repost as well as other support. It really helps the work. So, friends, let's begin. Market capitalization of the company Baijiayun Group Ltd is $0.5 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $1,322 billion. Baijiayun Group Ltd has a share of 0.038% and is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $0.04 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $152 billion. Baijiayun Group Ltd constitutes a share of 0.024%. By comparing the occupied shares of market and book value, we can see the following. Share Baijiayun Group Ltd in the subcategory when assessing stock market capitalization is 0.038%. The book value is 0.024%, which is 37% less than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Total company assessment by Baijiayun Group Ltd will be demonstrated towards the end of the video. Please review the logic of the analysis in full. The analyzed company's debts amount to $0.014 billion. Debt to book capitalization represents 35% of the company's capital. Result on the company's financial obligations, good, 1 point. The ratio of a company's market value to its profit is 0. While the average in the subcategory is 44, which is worse than in the subcategory. Evaluation of the company's market price to profit indicators in comparison with the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$31 million. Projected earnings for the coming 12 months are unknown. And this is bad for the company's price. An assessment of the projected future profit indicator in comparison with in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's price to revenue ratio is 7. The subcategory average of 5.2 is 35% higher than the subcategory average. Assessment of stock price to revenue indicators in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, -0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $70 million. Forward revenue for the next 12 months is unknown, which is bad for the company's prospects. Assessment of projected future revenue in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. If you are interested in such analytics, then please subscribe to us and click on the bell. The margin is -42.8%, with an average in the subcategory of 11.9%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 54.7%. Assessment of sales margins in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, tolerable, -0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 0.021%, which is 81% less than the share of market capitalization. And this fact reflects the discrepancy between the company's current exchange price by Baijiayun Group Ltd, rather towards revaluation. The amount of capital per company employee is $1,384,000. And in the subcategory $785,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 76.3%. Estimation of the company's capital volume per employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, 0 points. Profit per employee is $0,000. Average for the subcategory, $17,800. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 100%. Estimation of profit per individual employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The company's revenue per employee is $199,000. In the subcategory, $150,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 33%. Estimation of the share of revenue per individual employee of the company in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. Shares for sale correspond to 0.2%, with a subcategory average of 3.8%. This is an indicator of the risk of a short squeeze. Indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 77% for the company Baijiayun Group Ltd. While in the subcategory the RSI level 14 is approximately 56%. Potentially, securities of the subcategory are valued lower than those of the company Baijiayun Group Ltd. Comparing the movement of the company's stock price by Baijiayun Group Ltd. and subcategory companies. We will see that in 12 months the shares by Baijiayun Group Ltd. showed a change of -73.9%. Against price changes in the subcategory -7.5%. This does not say anything clearly, but you need to take this fact into account. Result, -6 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 2.5 points. If you look very broadly within the market in general. Let's see, the average result for the market in total is 0.3 points. Against the company's score of -6 points by Baijiayun Group Ltd. Let's look at the order table. It is available to you. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions made by the stock valuation information and reference System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open, link in pinned comment. As a result of securities valuation by Baijiayun Group Ltd. Guru.Markets. Open an order, for a reason by Baijiayun Group Ltd. Overvalued subcategory company. Thank you very much to the audience for watching to the end and for using the information system Guru.Markets. You really are the coolest audience in the whole world.